Kakaley back for qualifiers. Matt, how were your first couple drives out on the track?
It felt good. It felt good to be back, and the shoulder's not bothering me. You know, that was my only concern. You know, coming back was the shoulder. It feels great. So you know, I think I'm ready to rock and roll now.
How did you make the decision to come back? I mean, was it your doctor's orders, or you just knew when it was time to come back?
It was doctor's orders. You know, they gave me a certain time frame when I can come back and when I can start doing everything. And you know, he told me not to push it here the first couple nights, but you know, it's going to be okay. It's going to be a little bit getting used to, I'm sure. You know, after the surgery and all, the muscle has to reheal and all that stuff. So I'll have some getting used to. But I saw the X-ray; it looks good. So you know, it shouldn't be any issue.
Tell us about the accident. What do you remember? Do you remember anything?
I honestly don't remember much of that night at all. I said something to Mark McDonald. He came to see me in the hospital that night, and I said something to him. You know, I can't believe this happened. You know, in the first turn, and he was like, "It happened in the third turn." So you know, I had no real recollection of what happened.
And you trained a few for Ron Burke early last week, and that was your first time back out on the bike, and that had to be like a little bit of a, well, you were a little anxious, I'm sure, when you got out there first, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was 2 months, I think, since the accident, since I sat behind the horse again. It was a good feeling. It was good to be out on the track, and that day it was nice, and it was a beautiful day and sunny out, and it was just you know, nice to be outside and be on a horse, and you know, back to what I love to do.
And you've got a Leper Hanover in the Sire Stakes. How do you feel about, you know, the chances?
You know, I think I drove a Leper one time last year. He's okay. I didn't really pay attention to him how he's came back. You know, I think he drew the right division. He's in the easiest one, I think. He'll be okay. I'm also driving Leper Hanover, who he was very, very good at the Meadows. You know, I've been a fan of that horse since I qualified him as a 2-year-old. He had some setbacks along the year last year, but you know, he looks like he came back great, and that's the one I'm really looking forward to. And
Check 6, Rock and Ron, both incredible horses in their own right.
Yeah, Rock and Ron, he's a very, very good horse. I'm really excited to drive him again. You know, I've won a couple big races with him, and you know, it'll be good to be behind him again. I've always liked that horse, and Check 6 has been a good horse for a while now too. So you know, it's going to be a good few horses to get back on, that's for sure.
And tell us about Trotting for Charity. You'll be driving wearing this special jersey and donating to a charity.
Yeah, Marley's Mission. It's local. It's a charity for, you know, they use horses for equine therapy for, you know, kids that have trauma and, you know, disabilities and stuff like that. So I think it's a good cause, and it's a good, I think it's fitting, you know, since we race horses and they use horses for their charity, and I think it's a good thing.
And you got to spend a lot of time with your new daughter, Ariana, while you were off, and your first Father's Day coming up. How's she doing?
She's doing really good, really good. You know, that was one thing that made this a little bit better, was I had a lot of time to spend with her, and she's growing so fast, but, you know, it's exciting.
We're so glad to see you back. I know your fans are glad to see you back. Best of luck, Matt. Stay healthy, and welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to be back.